Let us look at directed numbers. What are directed numbers? Directed numbers are numbers that have direction, like positive or negative. These are numbers that have either positive or negative attached to its original form. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we now have +1, +2, +3, 4, and 5. Or we have -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. So these are directed numbers, numbers that have a direction. Okay, you don't just mention numbers, you tell us the direction of the number. So if you should ask me how many steps should you take, I tell you take 2 steps. That number doesn't have direction. But if I should tell you take 2 steps forward, yes, you now have a direction. Forward. Take 2 steps backward, you have a direction. Take 2 steps to the right and take 2 steps to the left. We use it in our daily activities, even in your houses. So each and every one of these numbers is a directed number. Why? Because it is having a mathematical symbol in between, either positive or negative, attached to it. So when you see ordinary numbers like this without a direction, at the back of your mind, just know that the direction is positive. Positive. If it is not positive, it's going to be signified. But if it is not signified, if you just see an ordinary number like this, 41, it means positive 41. Have it at the back of your mind. Now we represent these directed numbers on a number line. Let me draw a number line for you. A straight line. In the middle is the origin, which is 0. Origin, that is where all numbers start from. Both the positive directed numbers and the negative directed numbers. The positive directed numbers goes to the right, while the negative directed numbers go to the left. So for the positive directed numbers, we have +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, +6, +7, continuously till infinity. While here we are going to have the negative version of all this, which is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, continuously also. Now all these numbers start from 0. 0 is not positive and it is not negative. It is a neutral number. But other numbers is either a positive number or it is a negative number. If the number is written without a direction, just know that it is positive. Is that taken? Good. Now, how do we know which number is bigger than which number? Okay, you can be asked to compare two different numbers. For example, +4. Can you see it here? +4 and -4. Which one is bigger? Now, there is a rule you should know. When you want to compare two different numbers like this, the number at the right hand side is always bigger. Okay? The number at the right hand side of the number line is bigger. That is, +4 at the right hand side is bigger than -4 at the left hand side. We can practicalize it. For example, let's say we have 2 bowls, and here we have, let's say we have 6 oranges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we also have 6 oranges here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now -4 and +4. -4 means to remove 4. Remember, minus means to remove, while +4 means to add 4. Good. So -4, when we remove 4 from here, 4 oranges is going to disappear. 1 disappears, 2 disappears, 3 disappears, and 4 disappears. That means your answer is 2. Now, when we add 4 oranges, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can see this becomes 8. You can see 8 is bigger than 2, telling you that positive 4 is bigger than negative 4. So the numbers at the right hand side is bigger than the numbers at the left hand side. That is, positive 7 is bigger than positive 6, positive 6 is bigger than positive 5, positive 5 is bigger than positive 4. Continuously, positive 1 is bigger than 0. 0 is bigger than negative 1. Negative 1 is bigger than negative 2. Negative 2 is bigger than negative 3. Are you getting it? So the numbers reduce as they come to the left, while they increase as they go to the right. Now, how do we add directed numbers? We can add directed numbers, we can subtract them, we can multiply, and we can divide. This is where some confusion normally comes. So you have to focus so that you don't become part of that confusion. Imagine I ask you to add minus 4 plus 4. When you are adding, you move to the right to add. And when you want to subtract, you move to the left to subtract. So if you are to add these numbers, you start from the first number. The first number is what? Negative 4. This is negative 4. You start from there. And you are to do what? Add 4. And when you are adding, you go to the right. How many times? 4 times. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we stop. Our answer is 0. Let's say we have negative 2 and we have to add maybe positive 8. We start from negative 2. This is negative 2 here. Can you see negative 2? This is negative 2. And you have to add 8. When you are adding, you go to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And where did we end? We ended at 6. That is 6 is our answer, positive 6. So this is how you add. When you are adding, you are moving to the right. But when you are subtracting, you are moving to the left. For example, imagine you were told positive 2 minus 8. That means you are going to start from positive 2. Where is positive 2? Look at positive 2 here. And then minus means to move to the right, to the left. Negative 8. From positive 2, look at positive 2. We are going to move 8 times to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we ended at where? Negative 6. That means our answer is negative 6. So this is how you add or subtract. Are you getting it? This is one of the methods you can use. You can draw number line. But where the problem comes is, what if you have huge amount of numbers? For example, positive 64 minus, let me say, 904. Are you going to draw a very long number that can contain negative 904 and positive? No, it's not possible. Therefore, the need of this method I'm about to show you. When you have something like positive 3 minus 6, negative 6, what should come into your mind is what? I'm having positive 3 and I'm having negative 6. Positive and negative usually cancels. So positive 3 means 1 positive, 2 positive, and 3 positive. Negative 6 means 1 negative, 2 negative, 3 negative, 4 negative, 5 negatives, and 6 negatives. And in that way, one positive and one negative cancels, another one cancels, another one cancels, remaining negative, 3 negative, and this 3 negative would be your answer. So you can have, let me say, negative 4 and positive 12. What does it mean? You have negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have positive 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So negative takes positive continuously. You discover that 4 negative will take 4 positive. Remaining how many positive? It will be remaining 8 positive. That means when you have two different numbers that are having different direction, what you just do is you subtract the numbers and you keep the symbol that have the highest number. For example, if I want to solve minus 64 and plus 25, since they are having different symbols, your answer is going to carry the symbol that have the biggest number. So since negative is the one that have the biggest number, just know your answer is going to be negative. And then you subtract 64 and 25. 64 minus 25, and whatever answer you get, which is going to be 39, you put it as your answer. So if you have minus 8 plus 3, this is minus and this is plus. The minus is bigger than the plus, therefore our answer is minus. And then 8 minus 3 is 5. Sometimes our positive is bigger. For example, we have minus 4 and plus 10. You see, our minus is 4, our positive is 10. Therefore, since the positive is bigger, your answer will be positive. And then you subtract again 10 minus 4, and your answer is positive 6. So the rule is, when you have two different directed numbers, two different directions, the first thing you do is you subtract the number. When you subtract it, write your answer. Then the symbol you are going to put is the symbol with the highest number. That is how you do addition and subtraction of directed numbers. Let me wipe the board so that we go to multiplication and division. Okay, now let's look at the multiplication and the division of directed numbers. It's very simple. You just have two rules that you have to memorize. The first rule is, when the signs are the same, your answer will be positive. And the second rule is, when the signs are different, your answer will be negative. For example, if you have positive 3 multiplied by positive 4, your answer would be what? Since both of them are positive, both of them are the same, signs are the same. That means 3 multiplied by 4 is 12, right? Your answer is going to be what? Positive. The same thing, if it is negative 3 multiplied by negative 4, remember it's also 12. Since the signs are different, are the same, negative, they are the same, signs are the same, your answer would be positive also. But if the signs are different, for example, you have positive 3 multiplied by negative 4. So, since the signs are different here, it's going to be negative 12. The same thing if it is negative 3 multiplied by positive 4. Your sign would also be negative. So when you are multiplying two different directed numbers, if the symbols, you do your normal multiplication, but your signs, if the signs are the same, it will be positive. If the signs are different, it will be negative. That is the only differences. You will not do your normal multiplication. The same thing in division. If you have, let me say, positive 12 divided by negative 3, you do your normal 12 divided by 3, which is 4. But since it's positive and negative, it's different sign. The signs are different, therefore your answer will be negative. But if the signs are the same, let's say negative 12 divided by negative 3, the signs are the same here now. Since the signs are the same, you use positive 4. And yes, this is how you do multiplication and division of directed numbers. I think I will see you in the next class.